Gotta hit the like. Thank you, William. And man, 250 live streams sitting in this tiny little studio of mine over here. And you guys are still watching. And it's Friday. Thank you for tuning in. All 80 of you that are already here, ready to go, and already smashed the like. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? And without further ado, got a little mashup of the intros. For all 250 live streams, let's kick this thing off.
So we're kicking it with Andy, right? You know what that means. We living loud.
Oh, it's already going. It's already going. Thank you, Cornut. 1 penny for every live. Would you look at that? Crazy. Look at that studio. It's insane. It seems like 10 years ago with that footage. I'm glad you guys are still here watching, man. You gotta look at the green team. Garrick!
Livin Loud with Andy.
Sometimes you just gotta look at it, William, and we've been looking at it 250 times on Tuesdays and Fridays for almost 3 years. You guys are awesome that always tune in. I'm happy to have the show tonight. The big 250. That's crazy. I started this journey. I didn't think, I'm going to be a live streamer. I just wanted to do YouTube like a lot of car audio guys want to do. And I don't know, man, maybe a little bit of unmasked. They definitely kicked that direction of just car audio and live streams and, how everything just works together with that and what we still do today. And here we are. Here we are. Thank you guys for hanging out, and appreciate you for always tuning in. And everybody that's on TikTok, thank you for tuning in on TikTok. Dave, love you, man. Thank you for being here, and you're good, man. My phone gets blown up, and I understand. You guys want to reach out, and I want to talk to you guys too. It's just been kind of crazy. Anytime I talk to someone, I'm not talking to someone else, and I feel terrible. But just to keep the YouTube going, keep the sheets from happening, you gotta keep moving, man. But I'm glad you're here, and thank you for tuning in, man. RGA, I'm throwing it out there, has been around since day one. And, man, I miss his podcast, too. It was the most laid-back show. And now we kind of do it in the Discord. But either way, a pioneer nonetheless. Just happy to catch the show, man. I'm glad you're here. William, oh, would you look at that? Cornut already had it going for the pennies, but it looks like Stuart donated $5. Would you look at that?
Would you look at that? Oh my gosh, just look at it. Just look at it. You got to look at it this way, okay? You just got to look at it. That's all you can do anymore.
Thank you, Stuart. Congratulations on another milestone. Glad to be a part of it. And Stuart, thank you for being here, man. I think I found you from Base Dad's live streams and stuff. And, that's why I jump around and to find good people. And we all love the same thing, and that's straight bass. And maybe a little bit of highs alongside that as well. Thank you, Stuart. Appreciate you, man. And thank you so much for sending the $5 super chats. Would you just look at that? Would you just look at it? I'm surprised that sub isn't going to just keep on going here. Let me take a look at that. I know I didn't mess with any of the settings on the Switch bot here. Let's see. Actions, man. We got Fago in here, Cedric, Eric, Just Dave, Garrick, Randy G. Oh, man, you guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Let's see here. Actions. Okay, cool. And then what we're going to do, always run, enable. Okay, cool. And then, yeah. All right. I know why, because it was a super chat. It's the memberships. That's how it adds up for every 30 seconds for each member that gets one. That's how that works. But I'm going to add on to it. I'm already doing enough up here, man. I appreciate you for the 5, and thank you for always being here, man. Let's see. Where am I at here? It's kind of crazy. It really is. It's just like another Tuesday, another Friday, another Tuesday. Oh, we missed a Friday. Got to do a Tuesday. Got to do a Friday. Hey, man, I miss you guys. I really do. Eric, thank you for tuning in. Let's see. Sean says, I go try order Kicker Bluetooth earbuds soon, man. Those Kicker earbuds, the TW1s are nice. The TW2s, I wouldn't say are, oh man, they're just, so much better. But they're a different kind of earbud where they're like your more traditional with the rubber inserts, like the EB400s that you might win from Kicker Unmasked and stuff like that. But the TW1s are like your OG iPhone headphones. There's no rubber, there's no nothing. And I would say this, I'm very particular with like headphones. I'm not, open back kind of guy, but like sure. But like for what I do, loud atmosphere and all this other kind of stuff and what have you, ease. I like the ones that Kicker makes because it's not just about the bass. And I know a lot of people, like we were doing a little bit of, comparing of the JBL earbuds that are around the same price. And I didn't even listen to the JBL earbuds, but I had my buddy Billy, and he tried Nate's JBLs, so he was like the unbiased opinionator, and then he tried the Kickers, and he's like, yeah, the JBL's got more bass, and that's the same result that I got when I did the boombox, the JBL Extreme versus the Bullfrog 400, Bullfrog 100, and the Down for Sound boombox. And the big takeaway with the JBL is they give people kind of what they think they want, and that's extra bass. And sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes that comes at a cost of clarity. And with the Kicker headphones, even though they're very, very tiny, they sound good. Like, I listen to them on there and it's like, man, you know, I'm hearing things that I normally don't hear with like a louder PA system, like, you know, just what have you, or in the car that's not an SQ system. I'm hearing more things because it's very well balanced. And I think they're great, and the price point is right there, man. And you should go check them out, Sean. You really should. El Fuego! He's here, guys. He is here.
The Pacific Northwest.
Of course, from the Pacific Northwest, El Fuego. Hope you're doing well, man. Thank you for tuning in, and I'm glad you're here, man. Thank you for following on TikTok, man. That is awesome. That is awesome. Let's see. El Fuego is in the house. Man, my back is itchy. Okay, cool. Bad Customs, what's up, man? What is up from Arizona? I actually do have some of your pictures logged up. We're going to show that at the end of the show. The guys that submitted their photos before the live stream, I will show them at the end. And if you want to try to get involved for next week, just go to livinloudandyandy.com/upload. It's like the first or second link in the description here. If you want to get your Kicker build showcased, or just something you want to show off, man. Appreciate that you're tuning in, and we're going to be able to see a little bit of the works behind what he's got going on there. Let's see. Andy laid back tonight wearing a sheet shirt, no kicker, no Livin Loud with Andy. You know, I was thinking about wearing the Livin Loud with Andy blue shirt, and I'm like, you know what? It's okay. It's okay. I just got this shirt last night, and there's a story behind it. There's a story behind it. Sheets doesn't sell shirts, right? And now they do. And I freaked out. I'm like, oh man, I want this shirt. And I go to pay for it. And long story short, wasn't even supposed to be on the shelf yet. The barcode wasn't working. Nothing was happening. And we just got finished cleaning the store. The manager's like, you know what? How about this? I'll give you the shirts, donate to children, and bada bing, bada boom. We got the t-shirts, and I mean, sheets happen sometimes, you know, and it's black and yellow. I was like, you know what? After all these streams, all this stuff, it's like you try to do everything as professional as you can, and that's what's great about Friday. We just kick back, relax, have fun, and absolutely, man. I'm glad you're here, Will. Nate Gosser, thank you for tuning in, man. Appreciate you. I hope you've been well, buddy. When you haven't had bass in 8 years, it's a big deal. Has it really been that long, Eric, man? You know, I can't go 8 days, maybe 8 hours. It's pushing it. But 8 years, that's crazy. You know, I can't wait to see your build finished, man. You know, just like El Fuego's journey with his, and now he's bumping around. And, you know, whenever you can get that bass fill, it does make your life better. It really does. What's more comfortable for good bass and clean and clear? Well, I would say any kind of earbuds aren't the most comfortable after a amount of time. I like over-ear headphones, but those inherently get a little bit warmer than, you know, just earbuds. On the ear, you don't have too much of that, depending the texture and stuff of like the cup and stuff, but not as much, I don't know, not bass, but just how it works. So it all depends what you're trying to do and what you're trying to carry around, man. I'm glad that Cedric's system is coming along, man, and, you know, upgrading from an AGM to the back of his car. Now he's running lithium. I let him borrow my sodium battery, but I know that lithium, that LTO from Sherco, is doing him wonders on his CX 1800 at half ohm on a 420 amp alternator. A lot of gigawatts. I got Beats Bluetooth headphones for my cuz. They ain't great, but it keeps my wife from getting pissed at my home stereo. You know, I mean, hey, you got to do what you got to do, Dave. You got to do what you got to do. Oh, man, you know, I mean, I'm always listening to music. Not as much now, just because, you know, what I got to do now. But I have been sneaking the kicker TW2s to work. I have been taking them to work, and they do good. That's why I'm like, I know that. Yeah, they sound good. I don't have 9'6" towers and 18,000 watts anymore, but I'm a Croc Dundee. Let's say I'm still better than average. Absolutely, man. I know Dave had some big home speakers in his studio, man. Where did my fan remote? There it is. It's hiding from me here. Is it getting hot in here, or is it just me? Let's see. Do you sell t-shirt? I do have them on the website, livinloudwithandy.com. That's the first link in the description here. And you just scroll down, you'll see where I have 2 merch stores. Either one kind of works. The first one has more stuff. The second one's got some weird, like boombox things and stuff, and some extra stuff on there. But absolutely not the sheet shirt, though. No, that would be copyright infringement. Let's see. I know, I'm glad Garrick's got the Livin Loud with Andy t-shirt, man. He's got the turquoise looking one, man. That thing is just clean. You know, I love Dubby's work. It looks awesome, man. That is the OG style, man. El Fuego dropping the speakers. How you doing, El Fuego? Hopefully your winter's not too cold. We're getting there, man. Summer is gone. I know up there north it's a little bit colder. Dave's got he's got the Livin Loud with Andy mug. Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. I got a few mugs over here. You know, I got the Hi-Fi Vega mug, got the Kicker mug, StreamYard mug, and Budget Audio with J mug. I mean, those ones are just props, but I do have my Livin Loud with Andy mug here still. I still got it. I still got it. Joseph Keenan says, but I can't find the problem. Ah, here we go. I got a CXA 360.4, so the 4-channel CX amp, and the RCA input went out on 2 channels. About to pull my head unit and see if these went out. Also, I don't know if it would be warranted still. I just got a few months ago. Well, one thing I would tell you to check to see if that fader button is on or off. If the fader button is on, then you will have to use all 4 RCA outputs or inputs to receive signal for each amp 1, amp 2, the left, right. Now, if you have the fader off, you can use just the first 2 RCA slots, and that'll take the same source and give it to both of amp 1 and amp 2 for signal, rather than having to have 4 RCA. So I don't know, maybe if you have them in the wrong slot and you're using slot 2 and you have the fader off, maybe, I don't know if I've ever done it that way. You know, I've always just done, section 1, fader off, and then it would put all the source to all 4 RCA inputs internally to the amplifier. I would check that fader switch and make sure everything's on 1 or 2. That could be, I don't know, but if you're not getting any output out of, amp 2 or amp 1, try the fader switch anyway, because that will tell you if it's the input or it's the output of the amplifier or something else, the input before the amplifier, your RCAs from your head unit, like you're talking there. So that's one thing I would just take a look at, is the fader switch first before you start taking everything apart, man. I hope you figure that out. Joe Keenan, appreciate you, man. It's not built or favored. You're on fire, Andy. It's you, bud. Appreciate you, Dave, man. Appreciate you. It's like a light switch or something. Randy G, another one to send some photos in. Appreciate that you're here tonight. 3 subs are wired together to 1.3 to 1 large amp, but rise to 6.3. If each sub was wired separately to 1 on its own smaller amp, would rise be different? Well, I mean, that's a very loaded question, and I would say above my pay grade. But to keep things simple, like say if everything was the same, because if you're wiring a speaker in series versus parallel, things can change, and just the amplifier driving a woofer compared to 3, and they could be off a little bit, and just tolerance issues with that. But if you would have each one at 1 instead of 1.3 on 1, so technically it would be the same. I mean, your X factor of whatever you're measuring is obviously like times 6, and if you wire it 1 mathematically, that would be the same. Now, literally either you got a really good box, maybe you're not wired to 1.3, maybe it's something else. I don't know. You know, with box rise, it's not really a bad thing, man. And 9 chances out of 10, whenever you're metering your car, it's really the least amount of power that amplifier's making, because the enclosure likes it around there. The vehicle might or might not, but you know, altogether likes that, and it takes the least. Now, when you're playing like 20 hertz or like 60 hertz, like way far away you're tuning, that's whenever that rise factor of that 6 is going to drop to 3, to 2, to like 1.5. And, you know, but still, with just apples versus apples, is it going to be the same? Probably. I know I've done things with the CXA amplifiers. I've done it with the Warhorse 3.6K, where I ran 1 on just the Solo X18, right? Cookie Monster. And I ran it at 1 ohm. And then I put 2 amplifiers on the Solo X, and then I had them at each at 2 ohms. Literally made the same amount of power, like literally 2,300 watts, even though, you know, the rise factor was pretty much the same, like times 3, starting at 1, rising to 3, you know, getting around 2,300 watts out of it. And then wiring 2 amplifiers at 2, getting 1,300 watts, rising to 6, you know, so that is kind of the same, but again, there's still tolerance issues in between that. So you can't always just say, I'm not going to sit here and say absolutely, but most likely, yeah, it's going to be the same. The only way you're going to gain is if you would wire them down on each one. But again, you know, 1 to 1.3 on any amp isn't much of a difference. Thank you, Randy. Appreciate you for tuning in. Appreciate all you guys. And absolutely, it depends. It depends. Let's see. Just figured out who Just Dave is, which you look at. You just had to take a look at it, El Fuego. Let's see. I know I've been doing a lot of things in the background, getting ready for EXO to come on. I'm like 99.999999999% sure that he's coming on for Tuesday. Just wanted to verify. We already scheduled it out, but I wanted to verify. Got to get the verification, but either way, make sure you guys tune in this Tuesday. It's going to be insane. And, you know, putting anything together for that guy that has been around car audio for what, I don't know, 14, 15, 16 years on YouTube is kind of not an easy task. It's getting cold even in Georgia. Ah, man, that's crazy. No bueno. Good call on the fader. That's what I'm thinking, you know, and that's why, I feel like I've learned so much just from messing up, you know, doing things like, what the heck? Why isn't it working? And it was something nice and simple, and try to learn to not to jump to conclusions, because you never know. Thank you, Fago and El Fuego. That needs to be like some kind of song or something like that. Let's see. I went budget, tone control, there. Okay, wait. EQs, differmoster, and Q bandwidth. Okay, Dave's helping out with somebody in the chat there. Calamity, thank you for tuning in. I went budget with Jensen sub and Jensen 1200 watt amp in my car. And you know what? That's the ultimate Walmart build right there, man. And, you know, the Jensen sub is not bad. In my idea, it kind of reminds me of like a Kicker comp original. You know, like almost like home style subwoofer. Not that that's a bad thing, you know, just low power. And the Jensen 1200 watt amp, you know, I haven't actually tried one, but from looking at it, I like it. It's kind of gimmicky where it's got app control of the gain and all that. I think that's really neat, even though it would probably drive me nuts and everyone just got it all the way up to the right anyway. But still, it's pretty cool that they have that. in my car. Notice my headlights dim at night when it hits. Best budget fix to keep my light steady, running Walmart 5-gauge kit. Man, that's the old school Walmart 5-gauge kit. It's not a 4-gauge kit, 5-gauge. We were just talking about that on the Discord last Friday. Right. I tried to explain this to somebody in Kicker Club. I made a video on it with capacitors, and they don't really do exactly what they would used to sell them for, just to fixing the dimming headlights and stuff. And why your headlights dim is because the voltage is just dropping. Well, it could be really bad. I've seen my lights just get dark, you know, like 9 volts, man. And there's no fixing. You got to do a bunch of stuff. But if you got like the quick flickering and stuff, I mean, maybe a big capacitor, not like a single to 5 farad capacitor. Like I'm talking like a UC31 or the Ultra Cap Banks. But at that point, you know, you could do a battery and you would be able to do even more power. But for something that's simple, man, you know, I feel like with the 1200 watt amp and with the 5-gauge kit, stock alternator, probably nothing in the back, I feel like any battery in the back of the car, even if it's AGM, could help you just to help with the dimming headlights, but it kind of all depends, man. Thank you, Calamity. You know, with batteries, it's a deep subject just because, you know, there's so many different angles, and I don't want to over flood, you know, the informational bucket there because it kind of gets deep. But if you want to just totally annihilate the dimming of the headlights and have your electrical perfect, maybe upgrade that wire. And you can do a big 3, even though it's probably not super beneficial for when you have a stock alternator. The big 3 is just whenever you upgrade the charging wire, your ground wire of your car, from the chassis to the alternator, and the battery to the ground in the front, and same thing in the back. You know, less resistance in your wire run is always it's never going to hurt you. It's just going to help you if you need it to help you. And the 5-gauge wire definitely works, but, you know, just trying to help you as every angle that I can here, man. Appreciate you, Calamity. Getting cold in Kansas, too. It's getting cold. Absolutely, Randy. Thank you for tuning in. And you know what? This is why I love doing this stuff, because people have questions, and maybe they don't want to make a post on Facebook, you know, in some group, Baseheads on a Budget, Kicker Club. Excuse me. 99.999% of the time, we never have any issues in there. Today I seen something, and, you know, it's not that I want to go deep into it, but Kicker's customer service is bar none. And, you know, things happen, and I know they understand. And with a lot of things of just products being available and end of life, and even that, you know, even with like the Solo X18, you know, they just didn't have any more. And it's like, man, I would run this speaker forever, you know, keep making recones. Fix it. Can you fix it? Can you fix it? And they're only going to do so much. They do amplifier repairs, you know, up to a certain year and stuff along those lines. But I don't know what to say to people when they're so angry, and I understand their pain. And it happens, you know, whenever you blow a sub, you want to fix it, you want to whatever. And, you know, with Kicker subs, mostly they are field and destroy. Other than the Solo X, they got the drop-in recones. That's the cool thing about it. You don't have to have anybody fix it. You don't got to fix it. You don't got to send it nowhere. You just buy a new part, you drop it in. Now, it's not, you know, the Q or the Comp or anything like that. There are people that fix them. You know, I've had L7s fixed by Mr. Seth Duffy, and you know, you can do it. It helps to know a guy. It'd be cool if Kicker did that, but you know, I think they got enough on their hands, man. Let's see. Big 3 works if it fits the demand only, right? It's that, and if the alternator really is putting out any kind of power, man. Let's see. Always have more amps than you need to get your system happy. You can never have too many, man. Bad customs. I'm running 18 channels in my build. 4 channels and 2 monos. Looking at the audio control DM810 DSP. Can I run 2 of these? One for left and one for right. I have no experience with DSP, man. You know, and that's... I'm glad you mentioned that at the end. And, like, I have very limited knowledge of a DSP. I get how they work. But actually messing around with it, with the time alignment and stuff, you almost... With a DSP, you're halfway there. If you got a reputable shop around you, they should know. If they're MECP certified and they do installs on the daily... Somebody there should know how to operate a DSP and help you with the time alignment. Now, that's what is awesome. It's limiting, but what is awesome about the Key 200.4, the 500.1, you can use it as a line driver into kicker amplifiers, and the Key 200.4 has automatic time alignment. And it automatically can sense what size speaker you have for crossover points. Like, it's kind of crazy. It's the perfect tool for somebody that doesn't know how to DSP and they just want it to sound better, you know. Now, does it have limitations? Of course. You can't adjust it. Once, you know, you test it, you put it in there, that's what you get. You could retest it, but there's no manual tweaks. So with that, man, and you got a lot of channels there, 4 channels, you know, that's 16 channel amplification there, and you're going to need it. So you're going to be able to adjust your output levels. Now, with having so many channels and trying to get time alignment in the vehicle is, I've heard, is very hard when you got a lot of speakers. But if you're just trying to make it sound good, then I feel like you should be able to handle it, where just setting the crossovers correctly and making sure everything's pretty much in phase as much as you can be, because you're going to have a lot of speakers either off access or just firing towards each other, and it's not going to reach your ear at the perfect time. It gets kind of complicated, but I think you should be okay. You know, either option you go, you already got the DSP. See if one of your guys can help you out, but I wouldn't even really mess with the time alignment with the DSP once you first get it. Just set some crossovers with it, and then just, you know, power, amplification, gain, all that fun stuff, and just kind of see how, just tweak it by ear. See what you can get by yourself, and then you could take it to a shop, and maybe they can get you a little bit better, a little bit closer. Appreciate you, Bad Customs. Kyle, thank you for tuning in. Garrick, I got an old Lightning Audio 10-inch. Man, you know, that was my first sub, actually. Was a Lightning Audio 10 from Wally World. And on a Jensen, I think it was like a 320 watt. Might have been a 2-channel. I don't know. 2-channel monoblock. It was about 170 watts RMS. It was getting down. It was getting down. Man, where is everybody at? I'm missing. All I see is Dave. Efficiency is around 60%. Andy, we hit 2 last night, 28 to 29. Andy, we hit 2 last night. That's 28, 29. What did I miss? What did I miss? What did I miss, Eric? Green team for the win. Calamity, thank you, Andy. And Dave, I appreciate it. I'll take a look into it. Oh, you know, that's all you got to do. You just got to look into it. Thank you, Calamity. Thank you for tuning in. What's a good budget battery? You know, I would say budget would be anything from Sherco. You know, they just started making pre-built batteries, you know, and I don't have one of the pre-built ones yet. Cedric just got one, and you know, with anything just starting up, you know, who knows? That's just science, man, physics, man. When you're new at something, you're bound to mess up somewhere. And but still, budget, absolutely. And check out their website; they got a lot of budget stuff on there, man. ShercoBatteries.com. Yes, stock alt. So I mean, I would focus on at least putting the battery in the back there. Don't put anything that's non-sealed or lead acid in the back. I mean, they do have sealed lead acid, but you know, I would at least stick with AGM bare minimum. And you can look at those ultra capacitors, the UC31s. You don't have to do nothing. You just buy them. They got B stock. They work. I mean, they get the job. And there's BT. I was wondering where Brian was.
Bass hitting hard. Yeah, yeah. Turn down for what? Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Dream Team.
Living life after love.
BT, you got the kicker moving, man. He got it moving. Cookie is not skipping leg day today. He was gonna skip leg day, and now it's not gonna happen. Thank you, Brian. And then there goes Jake in the back, throwing out the pennies. Bubba search party fund. He is lost in the sauce.
I got pennies.
You know, I don't know where Mr. Bubba is. Bubba, if you can hear us, just tell us you're okay. We miss you, man. And you know, we know where he is. I think we know he's okay. Thank you so much, BT and Jake. You guys are awesome. Thank you for supporting as you always do. Throwing out the pennies, throwing out the green team memberships, man. We are up to 305. You guys are just kind of keeping it right there. And that's awesome, just because more people are finding the channel. And it's literally, we're not paying for bots, man. That's real. That's real green team members. It's awesome. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you so much. Let's see. I want to catch up on a few comments, and then I got that Comp Q still sitting over there. Brand new Comp Q 51 series, not open yet, and I kind of want to open it, and I want to open it with you guys. Let me know if you want me to open that, because I was already kind of planning on it, but I'm gonna open it anyway. Whether you want me to see it open or not, I want to open it. I want to open it. I want to take a look at it. Thank you for tuning in, Matt Richie Magoo. Magoogle. Kicker impressed me this year a lot after meeting Steve and the team. Even more respect. I'm glad you went that year and Steve actually showed up. And he doesn't come every year, but he came 2 years back to back, man. And I'm glad you got to meet him. And just, you know, the people at Kicker, the whole Slamology thing, you know, I feel like if it wasn't for Slamology, this live show and the community would be a little different. Do you know what I mean? Because we actually, yeah, we hang out in Discord, hang out in the chats, what have you, but like we actually get to see each other, and that's like the hub. So I can't wait till we can figure out where that new location's going to be and to get it going. But it was awesome seeing you, man. And thanks for coming out there, man. I appreciate you. Man, that kicker is just, it's kicking. And it's kicking. Where's Blake? Where's Blake? Hello, Jeff Wallace. What's up? Thank you for tuning in, man. Learning is half of the fun. Excuse me. Alvin Campos, what you say? Do what you say. Thank you for tuning in, man. I appreciate you. I got literally a chat over here. I got a chat over here. I got a chat over there. We got lots of chats. You know, just so I can catch something. I see. Is it CAEs in here or then it's PSC? Ah, okay. Cool. Time alignment and phase are mutually exclusive to simplify the physics. All add up once. It clicks in your head, right? You know, and it's just, whenever you get into time alignment, time delay, you know, because you can't go forward in time, even though it's actually backwards with real-time travel, but you can delay the time, and that's how you try to make things simulate to your brain by the waves reaching your ear at the same time to sound like you are in the center. And it's kind of crazy how all that stuff works, man. Frequency over distance and time. Absolutely. And the length of the wave and quarter wave, half wave, all that stuff, and coupling, and it just gets kind of crazy, man. Jake is here. He says, I'm here. I am here. I am here. Let's see. Thank you for donating. Appreciate you guys. Bubba Search Party Fund is lost in the sauce. That was a good one. Look at them emojis. Just look at them. Just look at them floating up to the top of the screen. Would you look at that? I called his butt. You calling, Bubba? Open now. Open now. I know, man. It's only on a little 125 2-channel kicker amp, man, you know. But I did test that kicker amp. I got 180 watts uncertified out of that thing at 4 ohms, and it's rated 125. It's a tank. It's a tank. Open it, open it, open it. Oh, the box. Oh, the kicker. Oh, okay. Okay, we're going to open it. We're going to open it. Thanks for the membership, Brian. Would you look at that? And I love when you see the stuff real time Welcome to the green team. Green team, green team, green team. I got to do it now. I can't not do it.
Green Team.
Living life after love.
Thank you, everybody, just for giving out the green team memberships and supporting the channel and bringing more base heads in here. And I did want to show you guys something too. While I unboxed that thing, I did get something for my videos. So whenever I start testing this stuff, like this mic sounds great and all, and the headset, it worked, but I found something a little bit better, and I'm going to show you that while I open this this kicker up. So I'm going to zoom that out of there and make sure I don't mess up, make sure the audio's okay, and say hello to John. Thank you for tuning in, McGoogle. I'm a tad late. It's all right, John. I love you, buddy. I'm glad you're here. I still need to call you. Maybe Sunday. I don't think I have too much going on other than picking up the scraps of things that I still have to finish. But either way, tomorrow I will be hidden, locked in this studio, preparing for EXO and making the trailer and polishing my shoes. Thanks for tuning in, man. Sean, not able to stay for a minute. Got a lot of stuff tomorrow. I will be on Tuesday. Thank you for being here, Sean. Thank you for tuning in while you could. And have an excellent weekend, man. I will see you Tuesday. Open the queue. I want to look at it. I want to look at it. Thank you, Chad. I appreciate your comment too, man. And tuning in like a lot now. Like I see the guys that just start tuning in a lot. And I recognize your YouTube name. I might forget your real name, but I know your YouTube name. And I'm glad that you're here, man. I'm glad that you're here, and thank you for your kind words. Play it, live it. Hey, I just joined your show. Thank you, play it, live it. I think I seen you here last Friday or Tuesday. I appreciate you tuning in again, man. Appreciate you guys. Oh, look at that, Mr. Loud. Like the live on TikTok. We are live on TikTok, which is cool. Seriously, Bubba has a nickname of 10mm. Where'd it go? That's good. That's a good one. I like that one. I like that one. 10mm Bubba. What's up, Mr. Mac and everyone? Thank you for tuning in, Mac. I'm glad that you're here tonight. And all 3940 you guys. I don't know how many we got everywhere here. I want to say, let's see. Let's take a guess. 45? Let's see. It just says 40. One person. One person on Facebook. Come on, man. All right, cool. Let me pull up the second mic setup, but I want to make sure this is all good. Okay, so of course I got to switch to the second headset here, and it's gonna look pretty much the same, right? Whoops. I'm gonna put this over here, and that's why I have this other phone sitting right here. And whoops, let's not knock that off already. And I'm going to turn this background music down. Now, it's still on this mic right here. And this looks normal. You know, what's different? Let me know if you noticed. This mic. Let me know if you guys can hear me, if I sound clear, if I sound good. I shouldn't be doubling anywhere. Let me know. CAE, thank you for tuning in, man. Andy. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight, man. We're going to open up a comp queue. Poor Bubba. Poor Bubba. We love Bubba. You know, he's retired, he's gaming, he's having fun, man. All right, cool. So I don't need my knife for the cornet knife, you know, to open boxes, even though I'm terrible at doing it. But all right, so I can see that. I got the chat. Sounds good. Sounds clear. Now, before we go over there, I'm going to go over there. I'm actually on the Rode Wireless Go here, but it's not even the Go. It's the Pro. And I got the sound coming through here. And I'll be able to use this for videography on my phone, on the computer. And I'm still able to hear, literally, you know, Bubba. And he's definitely not swearing in that clip. Not at all. Not at all. But this sound is so much better than the other one. The other one literally sounded like this. This is the other one. And it's just night and day. It is night and day. There we go. Now we're back to the new Rode Pro. Cool. So, and I can still be able to throw up your comments here. Move this up just a little bit here. Maybe we'll go right here, huh? Yeah. And then I can zoom in on this. Think that'll work? Should work. Sounds good. Sounds clear. No bourbon. Where's Deviant? I don't see Deviant. Blow a coil for us. I don't know. I don't know. All right, cool. So, I mean, I could do it there. I could do it over here. I could do it actually over here. This would make a lot more sense to come over here and unbox it right here. Bad noise floor on the other setting, really noisy. I know, that's the Corsair microphone. That's actually green. It's on right now, but I'm using it for, what's it called? Monitoring side tone. So I don't sound like I'm talking to myself. And, all right, so this is the Comp Q. And this is the 51, always looking at it, always looking at it. This is the Comp Q 51, 12-inch, dual 2. And, of course, like most kicker boxes, they are beautiful and you can never throw them away. They put any kind of time into their packaging. It's like, I have to keep it. And, excuse me, if you notice here, it's got a 1,000-watt RMS compared to the old 12. And that's, I guess, because of the forced air cooling. That alone made it be able to handle more power. So, excuse me, man, I keep burping. Garrick says, sounds good here, just a little noise. You know what? You might hear this fan going right now. You might hear that. I'll turn that down some here. Might be hearing that fan. All right, cool. Let's open this thing up. Kicker Comp Q, and I like how they throw these in here. And every kicker woofer you buy, they send you a cutout here. And you just pop this out, size this up onto your box, trace it, done. You got your perfect cutout measurement for whenever you're building your own enclosure. Plus, look at the art. That's beautiful, man. They spare no detail on their stuff. I would buy the empty box. It looks good. Oh, come on, RGA. Come on. Sneaky glance is inevitable. All right, cool. Yeah, let me know how the audio sounds, because I'm actually using two 2.4 gigahertz freaking transmission things. And then, of course, we got kicker stickers. And one thing they do send in here that's a little bit extra is these right here. And I would buy these separately. These are just little kicker logos, but that's for whenever you have the subwoofer and say you want to mount it the opposite way or something like that, you can, and you can slap that on the other section. And I'll show you when I open this up here. Man, this box is huge. Am I going to be able to... I should be able to do this, huh? I need that there. Well, I don't even need that because now I'm sitting over here. I got this mouse right there to do all that stuff. Cool. Yo, what is going on? Where's my mouse at? There it is. How time flies. Thank you for tuning in, Jose Ramos. Mr. Bass, I love you. Bassatronics, thank you for tuning in with us tonight, man. We're just having fun with the 250th live stream on this channel, and I lost my remote. Here we go. And we're going to open up this Comp Q, this brand new one here, and just take a look at it. That's it. Thank you for being here, man. Glad you're tuning in. And this right here, when I first saw this, I wasn't 100% sure, but I think this is so whenever you invert it, you have a little bit of protection, or you can put this underneath, mounting it normally, so that you have a better seal. I'm not 1,000% sure on this, but it's got some kind of sticky tape to it where you would stick it to it. So, yeah, It's cool that they give you the extra stuff, man. Even with like their door speakers, they give you all these kind of adapters and stuff, so that you're pretty much good for all that. All right, let's see. Oh my goodness, I'm moving the mouse. I'm moving the mouse. There we go. I'm gonna keep this in my left hand here, so we can just. The old ones had forced air cooling. I think they said a new coil was that they could rate 100 RMS more. Yeah, I believe it's just the forced air cooling, but I'm not 1,000% sure. I don't know if there's any different size on the coil. Hello, hello, hello. Let me get that subwoofer before you pop it. Thank you for tuning in, K20. I'm going to try not to, but I will be doing a full video series on just kicker subwoofers. Throwing in another one. Throwing in another one. Seeing the difference of upgrading just by doing that. And it'll be fun. I'll get it out a little bit faster than the Walmart build if you've been around for that. Thank you, Kyle. Man, this mouse is... I wasn't ready to come over here, but I can. Thank you, Kyle. 250 live streams, you know, now it's just kind of like butter smooth. I fly through it. Before, I was like, wait, I gotta give away kicker stuff on Kicking with Andy on Tuesday. No pressure whatsoever. Oh, there goes my remote. And, I mean, it's just my studio here for this stuff is not very big. This takes up, like, everything. But, all right, cool. So we know we got styrofoam in there. It looks beautiful. It's awesome. Now, this. Okay, let's zoom in. Kill. Thank you, Kyle. All right. Let's see if we can get some ASMR here. Hold on, I got an idea. This is the problem with this stuff, man. I got too many toys. I got too many toys. I got too many toys. All right. Oh, yeah. Just look at the kicker. Just look at it. Just look at it. Just look at it. Oh, man. That is awesome. That is awesome. That is awesome. All right, I'm putting this away. I'm going to get in trouble. Kayla's gonna be like, what kind of videos are you making again? Kickers, I swear. That's all it is. That's all it is. Oh, the Q, would you look at it? This thing is pretty beefy, man. With just the look. Like, they totally changed, you know, like the color, the scheme. It's got the blue stitching, so now it matches what the L7S and the CVX had. So I like that idea that they went with. And the black on black, you know, it's like subtle. Look at that. That thing just disappears. You have this in the back of your car, it's just going to look like that. You know what I mean? Like, that's super clean looking. And, you know, obviously it sounds good too. But yeah, you would put this logo right here. You could put it like over here upside down. You could put it this way. So depending what you want to do, they give you that option. Pulling the... Bad. Bad. Bad Joe Keenan. Bad Joe. It is beautiful. You know, I have never had the Comp Q. And, excuse me, for this being my first one, I'm excited, man. I'm excited. And the push terminals here, let's zoom in on this a little bit more. Enhance, enhance. And, I mean, clean, huge. And I like how everything's right here. Every other kicker sub, like this reminds me of when I had my Type Rs. Every other kicker sub, you know, they got one here, one here, one here, one here, you know, or just kind of depending what kind you got the gold letters over here. And these are dual voice coil, but these got two here and two on the other side, you know, so there are some differences. This is, I believe, the only kicker that is like this, that has all four push terminals on one side. and nothing on the other. And I don't know. I don't know what made them decide to do that, but I like it. It's easier for me, and a little bit smaller of a jumper wire. It's a beautiful monster, man, and I wanted to get this because it was between this or the CVX. But I mean, to be honest with you, the CVX is literally an L7S. Just, it's round and whatever. I wanted to get the best quality woofer from Kicker alongside the Solo X L7X, but that's a whole different monster, man. Like this thing, when I seen this in person, I'm like, dude, look at this surround. This surround is just tall. It's tall. Like, it is a tall surround. You know, I don't want to compare it to an entry-level Kicker, so we're going to pull it up next to a gold here, just because that's what I got right here, and yeah. But it's kind of a huge difference, not even just like, you know, the mounting depth and all that other stuff, but the surround height on these is a very big difference. Look at that. Well, let's see here. Yeah, look at that. You can barely see that thing right there, and this thing is just standing up tall. And they're both 12s, you know, so this thing's going to be amazing to play with, man. It really is. And I just lost my chat there. There we go. Andy, I can relate. My Alpine Type Rs. Man, you know, I miss my Type Rs, man, and that's what I traded to get the Solo X18. I had 2 Alpine Type Rs. No tap, no cap. I can't. Thank you for tuning in, Muhammad. Appreciate you, man. Terminals haven't changed. Right. I never had the Comp Q. That's the thing. I never had the Q. So, but I did see these when I installed the L7 Qs into Todd's car, and they're beautiful, man. They really are. We deserve green stitching. I mean, I could see it. I could see it. Steve, hear us out. Come on, just hear us out. All right, cool. I might as well show you a few other things since we're sitting here. You know, we're already 56 minutes in, and I did pick up a lot of extra things. I spent like $1,000 in a week, but I wanted it. I needed it. And after EXO is on the show Tuesday, I am turning up the game. I'm ready to make shorter content videos, not live streams, of testing stuff, comparing things, talking about things. Now, right here, we got the snowmen. These are awesome. If you don't know what the snowmen are, these things are literally just DIY speaker pods for your A-pillar frame in your car to bring your sound stage to the front. And these things are awesome. Just good drivers in general. They sound like a Type R, but better. Man, I loved my Type Rs. I called them my little monsters. I had 210s. Absolutely. Is there any Q Class 8s floating around? If so, let me know. Let me know a website. I know right now these are just 10, 12, and 15 for the Comp Q. But for the 8 and the Q Class L7, yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe MBE might know. You could probably grab one off of him. I know they're coming now. They are coming. All right, so let's open up the snowmen here. Let's see if I can zoom this a little bit further down here so you can see what I'm doing. All right, cool. Let me make sure that that's scrolling up. Sorry, just, you know, I don't have an Ernie. I don't. I pretend I do. I don't have an Ernie. Can only do so much here. Appreciate all 42 you guys. 8-inch L7. Yeah, they do have them. If they're out of stock at Kicker, oh, here we go. I got one right here. I don't know if you can see it because it's kind of dark in here. But yeah, that's the 8-inch L7S right there, or the L7Q. I don't know. That's going to be the tough one to find, is the L7Q 8. But little birdie and people saying that the L7Q is coming back. All right, so these are the snowmen. I know you guys seen these on Unmasked, but I had to get this for my Honda Pilot because all my sound is down by my feet. It's not close enough. It's a tall car, and I wanted proper sound just coming out of, you know, mid-range speakers. And these are freaking awesome. Listen to that. Like, these are cool. They lock. They got, over on the other side here, they are bi-ampable. Okay, so you could directly just bi-amp them actively. And then over here, we got crossovers, resistors for the bi-amp section. And then you can just tap it into one terminal block on your amplifier so that you don't have to have it bi-amped, and it just does it for you. It has the crossovers, resistors in line, and you're set, and you just hook it up to your 2 or 4 channel amplifier. And then you got to mount these, though. They're not too tough. I mean, you do got to cut a hole into your door pod, you know, to get these guys in here. But I mean, it's worth it, and I can't wait to put these into pilot. So I have something a little bit more to help me keep up with the 150 dB quad box, because that's pretty loud. I needed something without jumping the gun and getting custom doors done. Kayla probably would not like me for that. All right, now I do have some Warhorse stuff here. Well, we got that. Y'all already know what the heck that is. And then right here, I know we were talking about the dual amp bass knob. I don't have that one. And then I have here the brass hardware that they just have coming out. I did not buy the power wire just because I didn't like orange, and I wanted a bunch, so I have more to do, and I don't have it in a 50-foot spool. They have it in a 20-foot, and I went with the marine yellow wire, and it's actually $50 cheaper. But either way, these are the distributor blocks here. I got 2 of them so that I can actually use these for the amp dyno. Because this one right here, the original fuse block holder here that I got here, it definitely works, but I can only run 1 power wire each. This right here, these are nice. You twist these off here. I mean, usually you set it and forget it, but they have this where you pull this all apart, twist it off. I don't want to lose these because they will fall out. Okay? And then you don't have to use a fuse, but your regular A&L fuse, mini A&L from Kicker, will fit into here. They do not sell those. Those are separate. So it only comes with the distributor block, and this is $70. It is kind of expensive. Man, this thing's heavy, and it's nice because you can use this for positive or ground. Team no fuse, man. Team no fuse. Talk about that. I mean, you know, I don't think I really need a fuse for on the amp dyno, but, you know, just because I kind of know what I'm doing. I know what I got here, but still, in your car where you're far away, you might not see something. You might want a fuse there. And that's what's cool about this. You can do it both ways. You can literally have 1 power wire, just use 1, and then you would have 2 separate spot terminals so that you can connect your amplifiers, or you could do it the other way and then have, you know, 2 together here and then 1 own separate thing over there. I think that's really cool. And then the bass knob. This is cool. I didn't even open this. Should I open it? Should I open it? I haven't been on Kicker's site in a while. I know they got a lot of new stuff on there, man. They really do. Thank you, Jose. You know, sometimes you got to break the bank, but it's like the Volvo build, SPL testing, videos, stuff is coming. I needed this stuff. This is for the Volvo, mostly. Just so I have a Warhorse bass knob, and I seen how good the one is that comes with the Warhorse 3600. I had to get the universal one. Boom. You just tap it in there. That's it. Universal, and it's got ugga-duggas, but it's super fine-tuned. Something you might just need. All right, you want me to open it? I'll open it. I hate doing this because these boxes are so nice. Urgh. But what's cool about these is you can actually pop these guys out right here. See if I can get this one out without breaking it. There we go. These come with their own little logo. They're great. You never know when you might need another Kicker logo. Put a little glue on the back. Bada bing, bada boom. You got a Kicker studio. You know what I mean? Yeah, no, I hate opening these boxes because they're so nice. Whoever does the boxes at Kicker, good job. I haven't met you yet. Maybe I did. Now, here, don't want to break these. One at a time. It's like running your RCAs through your custom beauty panel. And yeah, it's pretty simple. Now, I don't know if that comes with any other attachment. Let's see here. Okay, no, it just came with screws. So then I believe this slides out, or this just screws into, I forget how this one worked, because I know the other one had like magnetic something on there. But the whole purpose why I got it is just for the accuracy of the bass knob here. Like, I don't know. Probably won't be able to hear any of those clickings. Let's see. No, you ain't going to hear that. But it's like whenever I was metering with it, like it's got a ugga dugga right there. But like in between that, like you can just go real slow in between that, and it just does it nice and even. And when you're competing and you're trying to stay in a watt class, that's what you want. You don't want to bust. Uncle Bobby B, I don't have my switcher thing over here. You're going to make me go all the way over here. Oh, Bobby. Bobby. I was wondering where Bobby was. I'm wondering where Bobby was.
Uncle Bobby B, baby. Uncle Bobby B.
There he is. Thank you for tuning in. Uncle Bobby B, baby. Mr. Vega, thank you for tuning in. Rob, and I know I got to have you on again here soon. I hope you're doing well, man. I try to tune into your show. I've been missing a lot of them just because I have to drive to work now, and we got 3 other guys in the car with us, and we just literally talk the whole way. And yeah, I miss the days when I just sit there, listen to YouTube, talk to you guys, and I try to tune in when I can. Miss you, man. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for tuning in. And I know Rob was like literally like the second guest I had on this show. And, you know, just whenever I started out doing the live streams. And I'm glad you're here today, man. Thank you for tuning in, buddy. Remind me of the model of the bass knob that's over there. I'm trying to think. Ooh. Well, let's take a look here. We do have kicker on speed dial here. So it's going to be under card audio. Excuse me. Accessories. Warhorse accessories. Universal level remote. And that would be 50 UNRC. I'll actually take that and drop that into the chat so you guys can take a look at that. I think that thing is awesome. Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. Where's my thing at here? We need to go into Restream here for you. Go in the chat. And then paste. Bada bing, bada boom. Cool. Yeah, this is how I literally stream on here now. I do not use StreamYard. And it doesn't pull in the chat from here. It pulls it in from somewhere else. But it works. It definitely works. All right, cool. So we got that over there. Let me head back over. And oh, there's Deviant. There is Deviant 250. Congratulations, fam. I made it all except the last 13 months retired. You know what? It's all right. Some people retire and then they come back, play for another few years. Hey, it's like you were never gone. I appreciate that you're here tonight, man. And thank you, a lot of you guys that have literally been here since the beginning. And a lot of the guys that probably would have been here since the beginning, but they just didn't know about it. And I'm glad to keep on doing it, because the more I do this, the more I see there are more people out there that want to see this stuff and talk about this stuff and just need help. And I'm glad to be that cog in the wheel, man. Let's see. John made it. Where is John at? No worry, brothers. My brother, we always busy. I know. It's it's terrible. Oh, there it is. There it is. Deviant has arrived. I know. It's just kind of crazy, man. You know, it's like the more you want to do, the more you find out you can't do, and then you get to it, man. You try to do the most you can. Kicker square knob. I mean, it is a square knob. Look at it. That is... It's not going to focus because I got this one is not fancy. But it is square. It is square. Square by square by square. 1 by 1 by 1. Let's see. I feel like I'm on no time constraint tonight. Oh, this was something cool. I picked this up because I wanted a yellow RCA bass knob. Okay? Take a look at this. This is the Kicker 8-gauge kit. Now, I know, if you go on the website, it does not say, like you see the Q series and then the Power series for the RCAs, and they're both blue or gray. And this one right here literally comes with a black and yellow, black and yellow speaker wire. I think this is probably 12 gauge or 16 gauge. And then the RCAs, they're like a subtle yellow. You got the black and you got the yellow here. One's yellow, one's black. And then the wire. I think that's so cool because it's like, for the people that want the black and yellow kicker build, you just got to get this. And this is only $59, and I'm sure you can find excuses to use the 8-gauge wiring kit. And what's funny is, in this kit, it also has, look, it says 60 amps. Usually 8-gauge kits are like 50 amps, so like that 8-gauge kicker wire is a little bit stronger than most. If they're gonna put a 60 amp on it, they know what they got. So I got that also for the Volvo. I really do want to build a Big Bird. You know what I mean? Like, first it's got to be a YouTube test car. Eventually, it's gonna be Big Bird. Eventually. All right, I don't want to lose all this stuff here. Now we got the Kicker 800.1, and I'm just going to dyno this thing. This was the most popular amp years ago, and everyone's dynoed it, but I want it on my channel. I want all the CX amplifiers on there and anything else that comes down the road, and the 800.1 makes the most sense. I got the 400, the 1800, and now we're gonna have the 800 on the channel for amp dynos. And I mean, let's see what it says on the burst sheet. We might as well open it up, right? Let's see here. Horsey Dev, oh no. Let's see. Thanks for still being here, John. Appreciate you, buddy. Hope you're doing well, man. Cedric says, I'ma be installing tweeters tomorrow on mines. Heck yeah, dude. I love installing my own setup, maybe not somebody else's all the time, unless it's like tuning it, making it sound better, or planning it from day one. But when you get time to do your own system, and the wife's not yelling, it's a good day. All right, so is that the only thing holding me back? Yep, that's the only thing holding me back here. Thank you, Cedric. No time constraints, and Demon is here. Let's go old school. Where's SJC at? Cornet 25, Juicebox Johnny. I don't know where 25's at. You gotta let me know where 25's at. But I feel like the rest usually do tune in. I think Cornet was here earlier. Man, has this got another? I don't want to rip this box, man. It's sticking. It's the only thing with like the headphones on, you can't really feel everything that you're doing. All right, so on this, it says 892. But, I've seen dynos at 1,000, so I don't know where they're getting at 892. We're about to find out how much more it can do, and I know at, like, weird ohm loads, like 1.3, the 1800 did, like, 2200 watts. So I can't wait to see what this does. And then just super small amplifier. Almost 1,000 watts, literally. Size your hand. I do not have big hands. And this is tiny. This is super tiny. And, if you don't got much space, well, use some kicker. We'll get you some bass. And I think that's all that I really had here that I was going to show. And let me move this out of here. And then we can just... Oh, wrong way. Over here, Ernie. Come on, man. Over here. I'm on. Almost there. Almost there. Let me see these comments. I know I'm so far behind here. There we go. You can see what I'm doing now. I'm just hiding in my corner. I do love the studio, man. If it wasn't for you guys tuning in to all 250 live streams, man, I would not have this little sanctuary of kicker bass and content. Like, literally my own room in this house to do this stuff, and I thank you guys so much for always being here, man, and just supporting, making it happen, keeping it going. And I do watch Kicker Unmasked up here all the time. You know, I literally kick back like this, and then there's the TV over there, and I look at John or Aaron and Ernie yelling at him usually, and usually have my drink sitting here and just look at the Warhorse. And I thank you guys for all this stuff, man. Like, it's kind of crazy, 250 of these, but if you got, you know, awesome people to watch, makes it easy. It makes it easy. Thank you, Cedric. Thanks to Annie. Got me back in the game. Feels good not to pay someone. You know, right. Now you're able to actually do your own stuff, and you're learning the hobby. And, right, enough time and enough of that, you'll be doing stuff for people, man. You know, and that's what we need, is just to help other people out. And I'm glad that I found you, man. I really am. Dave says, keep on kicking. Keep on keeping on. I thought he said, keep on kicking. I mean, I will be doing both, man. And thank you, Dave, for being here tonight. I'm glad that you tuned in. We got everybody here. And I know when it matters, you guys tune in. So, thank you. Don't make me tear up, because I got this outro song going, too, man. I'm like, oh, I'm in the feels. And he has the LED sign. I do. I do. And, you know, it looks better in person. This camera doesn't do the best picking it up. You know, I got that off my buddy in Ohio, and he literally gave it to me for free. He used to come out to Team SP Loud, and, you know, man, he's like, I got this old kicker sign, man. I'm like, heck yeah. Heck yeah, thank you. And, yeah, usually right here is the other laptop here, my tools, and my bass Bible, the Audio Sound 2000. And this is my chill section of the studio. Some of you guys on Discord get to see it. And, you know, just thank you. We in Pebble Peeps trying to get 25 in here. Snuffleupagus. Boom, Deviant brings the peeps. I know we got 38, 40 you guys in here. I appreciate you tuning in with me here tonight. Just thank you for always literally being here. I love you guys, and I don't want to keep you too much longer. We're literally right around that hour mark, hour 15 mark, and we got El Jefe liking the live on TikTok. I can't. Appreciate you guys for all that you do. Sorry, I'm like, music stopped in my ears, so I'm like, oh no, now what do I say? What do I say? El Fuego saying hello to D4L, aka Deviant. Oh, man, appreciate you guys. Me, John, or the other John. John, and John, and John, and then John. There's John, and then there's John, and then John. You know, that John. The new Kicker LED sign on Kicker's website. Oh, this one. That one is cool. Oh, sorry. I don't know if I'll be able to focus in on that. If I zoom in a little bit, you'll be able to see it a little bit better. It's actually at the lowest brightness right now, just so that you can see it on camera. But it's got, you know, different colors. And then, you know, yeah, yellow, blue, purple. And then, like, holy moly. And they're, like, switch colors. I like the red for the studio. It works. And, yeah. It's, you know, you spend more at Five Below. You know, it doesn't cost $5, but the remote is like one like from there. Not gonna lie, it's a normal remote, but the etching in here is where it's at. You know, like this is super cool. Plexi. I mean, you could kind of use this for anything. Man, I don't know if Kicker would, you know, whatever, but just custom. I was thinking about putting it literally on the fish tank. You know, like right there. But I'm like, no, we gotta use it for its real purpose here, and so you guys know what it is. But yeah, it's cool, you know, and it's bright enough, man. Trust me, that is on the lowest setting, and it looks pretty bright. But cameras, gotta love them. I'll see you in the Discord. Sorry, this mic's too big. how did you guys like this mic too? Let me know. I think it's night and day compared to the other one, and for whenever I'm doing stuff over there or doing like the videos and stuff, the audio will just sound better, and it was worth it in my opinion. But let me know what you guys thought of this mic compared to this one, you know. And yeah, I love you guys. I'm not going to keep you much longer. He got the kicker sign. Would you look at that? Would you just look at that? You know, it's I wanted it, and you know, finally picked it up, and I was like, you know what, I've got all this other stuff I need. They have a lot of stuff on the website right now. L7X, war horses, and all the accessories. And if you haven't checked it out, I have it downstairs because I don't want to break my back again. But the marine wire, I think that's a steal. It's $50 cheaper across the board if you like yellow. You know what? You could put on a Christmas tree, Garrick. You absolutely could. Thank you, Kyle. Thank you. You didn't drop off as much moving around. Good. Yeah. That's Rode. It's Rode Wireless Pro. $399, but worth every single penny. And it does have something else too. I can put one of the microphones literally into one of these. Like, you just boop, pop it off, and you have this. I think this will be cool for Slamology when we have two people on the show. But I'll just have this sitting over there. Someone walks up, be like, "Here, take the mic." Just take the mic, and it literally works with it. And I tried sharing this to you guys actually on Patreon earlier today, because I just got it today, and the video never uploaded. So I'm like, you know what? Sorry, we're just gonna do it live. No pressure. No pressure. I didn't see no horse. I don't know what you're talking about, Jake. I have no idea. I didn't see nothing. It's perfect, Garrick. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. And if you were here earlier, you got to see the intro to the show. And I like this one just because it's a mixture of all of them. And to be doing this stuff for 250 times and to keep on going. I appreciate you guys that have been here from the beginning and that are just now joining in, hanging out with me every Tuesday and Friday. Thank you so much. And please have an excellent weekend. And I will see you on the after party. And make sure you tune in Tuesday. We're going to have EXO here. It's going to be awesome. And as always, stay living loud. I'll see you guys on the next one.
Would you look at that?
Oh, would you look at that? It's going. Thank you, CAE. The subwoofer is flexing.
Okay. So we're kicking it with Andy, right? You know what that means. We living loud.
fun. Car audio, live streaming, however way you express it. Thank you guys so much. Love you guys. Stay living loud.
Look at that.
Or not. Johnny did tap. Dum 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 da dum 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 dum. Cornet's taking it. Love you guys. See you on the next one. That subwoofer is still going, and I kind of like it for the gifted memberships. It just goes 30 seconds for every member that gets a gifted membership. It's the way, man. It is the way. Thank you, Cornut. Appreciate you. And man, look at that. He is just double. He is making sure that he has got the caboose. Love you, Dave. Love you, Deviant, Kyle, Bobby, all you guys that are still here. And we're gonna have to cut it. We're gonna have to cut it. Thank you for donating. Love you guys. I'll see you on the after party.